Back from the little pizza break from our pizza guy Joe. Delicious pizza. I had mushroom, you had regular.
The regular, plain, baby.
How was that? Good? Good stuff.
Real Italian pizza.
Okay, we were talking about the Eastern training, Greece athletes and all that.
Number one, they are athletes. So even, and Lou Simmons told me about this, and any readings that you go through this, they train for athleticism. So if we're talking like an Olympic weightlifter might do swimming, gymnastics, basketball. They might do any of these activities that promote power, speed, any of the explosiveness, agility, and it also makes them healthier. If they're just repeating the same things over and over again, they get bogged down. We do this with our football players. They tend to be bigger guys. On their off days, they go and do pickup games of basketball. Our football players, we get them to wrestle. Our wrestlers, we get them to do football.
Well-rounded athletes.
Well-rounded athletes. The crossover just makes them more athletic. A lot of times it makes them leaner. It keeps them healthy. It avoids like burnout or overuse injuries from what they get. So overall, we try to get away from like one style of training, even here, like what you saw. A lot of kettlebells and sandbags for this cycle. Next training cycle will be a lot of box squatting, a lot of floor presses, heavy rowing, things of that nature. So, we mix things up, and number one, we want them athletic. So we incorporate the jump training and the just, moving like an athlete. It's critical, even the warm-up. So people, I think, got misconception that if you're strong, that's all you need. And I've seen guys get stronger and stronger and not more athletic. So you got to train for athleticism.
Be strong head to toe, bring everything together.
And you got to be athletic. Like I've seen guys that can floor press 315 or bench 315, but they just can't move on the field, and that's number one. That's why I believe in the ground-based lifts and pulling from the ground and jumping and running and climbing. Critical. Yeah.
Good points. And if you have 4 or 5 guys in the training room, it's very easy to manage, but let's say you have like 10, 15 kids at one time. How do you manage that?
Number one, everything's pretty much systematized. The warm-up is the same, and they're trained to do the warm-up the same way.
They do the same warm-up every day?
Same warm-up every day. It changes according to weather, though. Sometimes we do mix stuff up, but we use basic calisthenics. We'll do some mobility work, band work. And when the weather's nice, they're outside. So they're doing skipping, high knees, butt kicks, karaoke, walking lunges, things that activate the nervous system and basically, improve mobility, flexibility, and prep them for what they got to do physically and mentally. And then the workout follows also kind of like a system. There's a core movement at first. All the kids know to do the core lift. What you want to do when you have large groups is get the kids very experienced at the lifts. That's why I think too much variety, we get, okay at doing a lot of stuff rather than very, very good at a select few movements. And then you just rotate those movements, and then the kids coach each other. So we have 2 power racks. We can put 5 to 6 guys on a power rack.
And they know what they're doing already.
They know what they're doing, and I organize the workout in such a way, let's say we're doing a lower body day. With the box squatting or Zercher squats or any type of squat or deadlift movement, that's where I want my coaches. Okay, so it's me and my other coach. Then we'll have them do some sort of active recovery or pair it with movement that doesn't require coaching. So maybe they'll do ring push-ups or pull-ups for active recovery. Let's say it's an upper body day and we're doing some variation of the bench press or floor press. That's where the coaches stay. And then they might superset it with like one-arm rows or pull-ups or recline rows. That's an area that doesn't really need to be coached. It's something that can be taught right away. So there's an area that requires coaching and then the area that doesn't require coaching. And that's how we'll organize stuff. So, and then we'll also try to obviously organize according to strength levels. So the switching on and off of weights, and there's a system to it. If I'm about to go, I'm spotting you. When you're done, you go and do your active recovery work, you write it down, and then you're back to spotting.
So you superset it too to get more people through the...
You superset stuff, even on lower body day. Like there's nothing wrong with doing like 5 pull-ups and 5 ring push-ups or a little bit of ab work in between sets or band pull-aparts. Something that doesn't interfere with the main exercise and it also keeps them on track and it keeps them focused. I'm not into our guys doing a set and then like hanging out and talking. You're either doing a set or you're coaching somebody or you're recording your work. There's no hanging around doing nothing. So I want people coaching on a regular basis. So it's almost like military style where you you delegate, you have people at the top, and then people working with each other.
That's a good point. And any final thoughts on training athletes, young athletes in particular?
Yeah, number one, training young athletes, like our number one thing we do is we have phases that they go through. I mean, we're always raising general physical preparation, but our newer athletes go through a lot of bodyweight training, walking on their hands, the training of bands, a lot of sled work. We basically pick movements that are easy to teach and easy to learn and have a big return. So somebody called me about that today and was saying, oh, I need my guys to deadlift, I need my guys to squat, but they're too weak in the back. I was like, dude, then you got to kill them with stuff that's easy to learn. A lot of Bulgarian split squats with bodyweight walking lunges, tons of sled work, forwards, backwards, bear crawling with the sleds, jumps onto a box and stepping down. Basic stuff that's easy to teach, easy to learn. You don't want to, that's why I love Olympic lifts, but when you're dealing with large numbers, for me, I feel it's a little bit tough to teach. I could teach them simple stuff, and when you build guys up strong, they learn easier. So it's like people go through school, preschool, kindergarten, first grade. They don't go from preschool to middle school. Same thing with the training. We progress, and we don't move to the next phase until they've really mastered phase 1 and then phase 2. And, you know, at all times we're trying to improve body mastery. So I can't say enough good things about bodyweight training or gymnastics. One of the kids you saw here was a gymnast, and he's our kid that picks up movements the easiest, and he has a very strong foundation, very easy to work with. We don't take guys until they're in middle school. If they're coming before middle school, I tell them, sign up for gymnastics. Even on a recreational level, go to gymnastics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for dealing with it. It was awesome information.
Cool, bro.
Very good resource.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Zach.